You know, I have my high school yearbook with me today. This week I looked at it. I just, we were cleaning it up a couple months ago as we were moving and saw my high school yearbooks. And, I thought, I'm just going to look at one of these days. And I haven't read this since I graduated. So it's been 18 years since I graduated high school. I started reading some of the things that people wrote. You know how at the end of the year everyone signs your yearbook and stuff like that? I just want to read a couple to you because it's interesting. You read some of them and you see a name and you go, who is that? And you have to look them up and, oh, okay, now I remember him. And stuff like that. All these people that you said you're going to be best friends with forever, it never happens. If you're in high school and you have friends go, we'll be friends forever, you won't. It just doesn't. You have all these people that you think you're going to keep in touch with. They all say, what, K-I-T, keep in touch. You never call them. But so many, there was some really significant things written in. There's others, that just, it was like, wow, we really didn't know each other. But there were so many entries in this yearbook that people wrote that sounded the same. And I just want to read some of them. Francis, it's been a pleasure being your friend for the past 4 years. I must admit, you're even funnier than I am. Good luck in the future, Todd. Francis, it's hard to believe it's over. After elementary school, we've made it to our senior year. You've made me laugh so much. You're a great guy. Best wishes. Take care. What a fun 3 years. Thank you for all the fun times we had, that you, Ken, and I had together. Well, I hope we can be friends till we're old and gray. Never saw him again after he wrote this. Good luck in the future. Keep telling stupid jokes. This one's funny. Francis, you're a real good friend even though you are not from this country. And then he goes on. But I know that myself and all my native friends think you're a real nice guy. Good luck in the future. I can tell that you will do really well, but be careful and don't think that you are too funny because I am still funnier than you. Have a good summer. Have a great future. Keep in touch. I mean, so many of them are just these goofy, hey, it's been fun. People that I knew since elementary school. Man, you just made me laugh so much, this or that. I'm funnier than you, you're funnier than me, whatever. And I think about high school and just how many times, just middle class just laughing, just laughing my head off, or making people laugh. And then I look back and I go, what really matters now? And you ever think about that? I looked at all those relationships and that image I was so concerned about, and wanting to be, the likable guy and the funny guy and the guy that was fun to hang around with. And I look at it now, 18 years later, I go, how much of that really matters to me now? The stuff that I was so preoccupied with just doesn't matter. And the only entries in this book that I really care about is every once in a while I'd read about someone who wrote in here, you're the one that helped me understand God. You're the one that showed me what a Christian was. And it's like, wow, it's really cool. Something that actually mattered. I actually did something that mattered in high school when so much of it was erased. And the thing is hopefully we learn from that. We go, well, none of that matters to me anymore. The only thing that mattered was whatever impact I had for God. Because what happens is we'll start living with more and more regret through all our lives because we go, oh, I wish I had said something to that person because I was never going to see him again anyways. That was my last chance. Why didn't I say something? Why didn't I say something that could have been eternal? I'd be still thrilled about that if I had. And you look at all those relationships and go, man, what a waste. And what if we got a yearbook from every job we ever had? And where everyone that worked there with you says, wow, it's been great here at Taco Bell, you're a great burrito maker, have a great life, I mean, honestly, what would they say about you? Would it have been trivial? Oh, you were funny, it was so funny when this happened or that happened. Because let me translate a lot of these for you. Basically what they're saying is we had a good time, but I'll never remember you and you had no impact on my life. That's really what it comes down to. And that's the truth about many of the neighborhoods we've lived in. If they had a yearbook, it's like, oh yeah, I remember, yeah, you were a good neighbor, your lawn was always green. Good luck at your next house, hope you can make it even greener. Really, that's the extent to many of our relationships, and we gotta admit it. It's shallow, and a lot of times it's because of fear, because we don't want to speak up. And you know what? One day we're going to have a memorial service for each of us. For some of us, that'll be this year. It'll be our memorial service. And you know what? It'll be the final yearbook signing, where everyone comes up and says, oh yeah, I remember this. Anything important though? Anything that's going to matter? I've done a lot of memorial services, and there are those when there's just nothing to be said. Little trivial things that won't matter. Then there's others where it's like, wow, that person's life just radically impacted people. People coming up left and right talking about how they will be eternally impacted by that person's life. What are you headed for? Are you headed for more just, yearbook, statements at your memorial service? Keep in touch, have a great summer. Or are you making a difference?